Hey, welcome back to Beer Geeks Beer Reviews. This is part 3 of 6, and here we go again with another one of the Latitude 48 Deconstructed. Now we're going with my favorite hop. Boom! Look at it. Hallertau Mittelfrueh IPA, man. This IPA is pretty much one that really truly started Sam Adams because of the fact that I want to say it definitely it's used inside of the Boston Lager. It's pretty much used in a lot of their beers. They almost singular or singly handedly blah 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 saved this hop. I mean, they're pretty much one of the biggest users of the Hallertau Mittelfrueh hop in the industry today. This is just so far of the information and knowledge that I do have with the company. Um, Man, I just want to dive into this one. Again, it's 6%. They've got all their little tidbits on the side of the bottles. And again, on the back of the bottle, I will post it up like this. If you want to read it, go ahead and read it. This is bomb. I just can't help it. I just want to get into this one, man. Ooh, love that sound. And pour, shall we? Not a lot of smoke like the last couple. Again, gigantic head. It's fluffier, it's creamier, it's loads of carbonation. Um, Whoa, I'm actually smelling it from here. Again, it almost seems to me, here we go again. I'll do this again. It almost seems like this here is a mixture from the last two. I'm getting, it just almost seems like to me that it is a little lighter than the last one, but yet it's almost like you got both colors. I do know if I hold it up like this, of course it's see-through. Of course, I look at it. Big head. It looked like the leader from Marvel. Oh, anywho, um, let's go ahead and see if we can't get the rest of this in here. It's like calming down a bit. Right there in the middle. Whop. There we go. Here is the Hallertau Mittelfrueh IPA from the Sam Adams Deconstructed. And let's get an aroma on this, man, shall we? I think this hop just smells the best. I really do. When I think of hops, this is the hop that I truly think of because of the fact that it's not overbearing. It's not, undertones. It's just right in the middle of the road. It's perfect. It's light. It gives you pretty much the basics when you think of hop. It's giving you a little bit of grassiness. It's giving you a little bit of the citrus notes up in your face. It's light. It's grassy. Again, this is just a beautiful hop. I'm getting that citrus notes. I'm getting the piney and resiny notes. Just very substantial, very light, very easy going. I can almost smell like the malty backbone to this. This may or may not be some people's least favorite out of the bunch, but it's my particular favorite because of the fact of how inverse I am with the company. So let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? Gross. Mmm. Mm. Kind of that light to medium body mouthfeel again. Um, you're getting those substantial, grassy, piney, little resiny, a little citrus. Um, you're left with that bittering note on your tongue though after the initial drink. That's what I really like about this. I mean, it's a hop that is, in my opinion, least appreciated because of the fact that everybody's like, oh well, it's Hallertau Mittelfrueh. You can't do really much with it because everybody wants those big IPAs, the big grapefruit, the resin, the pine, blah blah blah. But at the same time, don't underestimate the hop. I mean, because of the fact that excuse me, it's, in my opinion, it's all in how much you use of it. Because of the fact that I can sit here and I can drink this beer all day. Now, if they would come back out with their, um, what was it, the Imperial Pilsner had an abundance of the Hallertau Mittelfrueh. And it was one of the best IPAs that I've ever had to date. I mean, it was one of the first big, what they called in their extreme series or extreme beer series or imperial line of beers. Um, it was one of the original, like, outstanding, up in your face. Here it is. It's 8% alcohol. You know, Pilsners. It was an Imperial Pilsner. And it just blew me away because of the fact that it had an abundance of this and almost tasted like an Imperial IPA, to be honest with you. That's how hoppy it was. That's how extravagant it was. Now, I do know, I will say it here because of this, that they are bringing out another um, Pilsner. It's not considered to be a imperial pilsner. It's considered to be a double pilsner that is roughly around the same, if not the same, alcohol by volume, and hopped up with nothing but, as far as I know, the Hallertau Mittelfrueh. So I am very anxious, and I'm like getting really anxious. I'm like, oh, I don't know when they're coming out with it. I hear that it's sometime this year, but again, this is all about this beer. I love this beer. This is probably going to be my most favorite out of the bunch, but let's go ahead and exit this stage right and get into another one. We're going for number 4. See you on the flip side.